Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're going to discuss the one and only topic when it comes to marketing, and that is what's the price? How much does it cost? We're going to go over water damage marketing cost, what's the generic average you can expect to spend before you start seeing any real results, and what affects those costs. So, if you're completely new to internet marketing, this is the video for you. So, again, water damage marketing costs, the standard average price, and what affects it. So, let's get right into it. So, what is the cost? Generally speaking, any serious water damage marketing campaign will cost around $5,000. It can cost more or less before you start seeing real results. And when I say real, I mean the returns that you want to see when you put the dollar in and get X amount of dollars back, right? I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about getting a call here and there. That is not what I'm saying. I'm also talking both for SEO and for PPC. Now, again, this is a very generic answer, but it can usually be summed up around this amount. For example, think about how long will the SEO take you until you start seeing some results, right? 3 months or something like that, but real results 6, 12 months down the line. And how much will you spend on an average SEO service? Well, it depends on the agency, but it can be, $500, $1,000 per month, $2,000 per month. And when you add up a couple of months, that equates to around $5,000. It can be more, again, it can be a lot more if you're in a very competitive area. And I'm going to discuss that right away. But like big metro areas will have a lot more competition and everything will be more expensive. The marketing, the leads, everything. So it will be a lot more than 5 grand. But to start off with, at least have 5 grand ready to spend. At least that to start off and to test it, because it's all about testing. I will get to that too. Now, if you don't have this and you want to start off with less, that's also perfectly fine, but understand where you are throughout the other factors I'm going to mention in this video. And the first and foremost, of course, is the competition. Now, the biggest factor is population. If you're in a smaller city, you can get away with a smaller budget, right? So, but if you're in a big metro area, it's not going to happen because leads, for example, in some of the biggest cities, clicks can be a couple $100. Clicks, just one click can be 200, $300 for a keyword related to water damage restoration on Google. Just one click can be $200, $300. And in that case, you surely want to have 5 grand to fully test the advertising out and start seeing some results. The other factor is how often are natural disasters, floods, storms happening in that given area, right? Of course, the more flood or disaster prone the area is, the more restoration companies will be there. And this includes Texas, Louisiana, Florida, maybe California too. So the population added with the fact of how often natural disasters happening. Florida, for example, is really competitive. If you're operating in some of these areas, you'll face a lot of competition running ads, and leads are going to be very expensive, leading me to the previous number that I've mentioned. It's going to be likely more to start seeing some really valuable returns, the returns that you actually want to see. These are now the seasonality is also times of the year when natural disasters are happening more. For example, the flood season happens in the US from spring to fall. And therefore, competitors will be more aggressive with advertising during these times. Figuring this out will help you prepare a bigger marketing budget for seasons when your leads will cost more. Also, for example, snowing leads to burst pipes, which leads to a lot of water damage cases. Also, factor those things in. Seasonality. Marketing platform for restoration companies, that is 100% best choice, is this guy right here called Google. The more people advertise on a given platform, the more advertising will be expensive. Most restoration companies go after Google, which is why Google ads are really expensive. But that still doesn't mean that you should let this push you away from Google, because Google is intent-based targeting type of platform where you can target people based on their intent. If somebody Googles water damage restoration service in Dallas, it means that they're looking for, most likely, for a water damage restoration service in Dallas. So yeah, this is why Google is so expensive, but again, it is valuable. Marketing skills: if it's your first campaign, you will burn more money than if it's your 10th campaign, right? Um, this is because you're not familiar with how each platform works. You're not familiar with how Google works. You're not familiar with, for example, negative keywords you should opt out of a campaign if you're seeing some irrelevancy there. You're not familiar with SEO and how long it takes, and what are backlinks, how much reviews affect all of that. So patience is necessary with both SEO and PPC, especially if you're doing it on your own and it's your first time doing it, because the chances of getting significant results on the first try are slim to none. Data and optimization. You can't, I've preached this in the last video, consistency, right? You cannot just set and forget something. You cannot just set up a Google ad and forget about it. You need to see what's going on. What keywords are you showing up for? Are there some keywords you can exclude through negative keywords? Are there some keywords you should double down on? Are there ads get more clicks than others? Then perhaps you can turn these off or focus on these more, right? This is something you learn through consistently monitoring your campaigns that you're running. Same goes for SEO. Like, are you getting results from 3 months from now? Like, are you getting more traffic? Why are you not getting traffic? Do you need to build links? Do you lack certain types of citations, for example, that your competitors have? You know, maybe your competitors all have a Yelp profile. You don't. Perhaps you can create that. And all of that, you have to monitor what's going on, and also monitor your competition too. Now, in case you like what you see so far, go and like the video and subscribe to this channel for more water damage marketing tips. Of course, we also offer free website audit for restoration companies only, and there's a restoration only Facebook group where you can meet other owners and other marketing professionals who can, happily answer your questions, including myself, right? So let's continue. Now, this is something that may help you understand how much you will actually need to spend. Like, how much is an average customer valuable to you will help you determine how much you are ready to spend. How much is the average purchase value for you? Like, if you get one customer, will they buy from you more than once, meaning frequency? How much do you profit per customer? Now, if these numbers are good, why wouldn't you invest a couple $1,000 into marketing to get a few more customers, right? Who are your customers even? Like, where are they located? Are they, in the urban area? Are they in the suburbs? Like, and why should they pick you over competitors, right? So figure these out before you continue. And then when it comes to testing, you need to test certain things. You need to test test 3 ads instead of one, because one ad may get 30%. I'm just saying a random number. Maybe 30% of people who see your one ad will click on it, compared to 15% on 2 others. Then you triple down on this ad, it gets 30% of click-through rate. Same goes for SEO. Like, just because something doesn't work at the first try doesn't mean that digital marketing as a whole doesn't work, right? And I'm sorry I'm moving this around constantly, but it's just so I can check the text. But yeah, just because you fail at first doesn't mean that digital marketing itself doesn't work. Just because you work with an agency that doesn't deliver results first doesn't mean that all agencies are scamming you, right? It's the same way for you. Like, if you don't successfully fix, just because somebody doesn't successfully fix the damage in the wall for a customer homeowner, doesn't mean that all of those contractors are bad. Same goes here. So just be open-minded and continue testing. And that's about it. It's a short little quick video. Again, if you want a free consultation call, just go and click the link in the description of this video so we can go in and together look at your website, your Google business profile, see where you can improve, perhaps some paid advertising opportunities. But yeah, you will also see the written version of this content in the description as well if you wish it to send it to somebody, bookmark it, or whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.